Are you the type of person who has to have a constant countdown of days to a significant event of your life or to a certain trip? I remember when our countdown started at 200 days, went down to 100, 50, 20, and now we're at 18. 18 small or long days separates us from the trip of a lifetime, the cultural experience and the educational experience that we're going to get in Ireland. We're going to go on a journey of a lifetime, spending time together as a team and growing and becoming closer as a family. During this experience, we're going to have a chance to do a sport that no one in the States has heard of, or almost no one in the States has heard of. We're going to play the native game of Ireland of hurling, also known as the fastest game on the grass. Hurling is an Irish game that resembles field hockey, played with shorter sticks with a bordered oval blade. It is the national game of Ireland and may date back to the second millennium BC. Hurling is an outdoor team game brought about by the ancient Gaelics and Irish. This game has prehistoric origins and has been played for over 3,000 years. So, how did they come up with this sport? Or how did they make this sport? This game of hurling has a number of features that share with Gaelic football. Their fields, their goals, number of players on the field, and most of their terminology are similar. This is a contact sport with 15 players on each side, similar to rugby, with substitutes. Some of the equipment that you may need is a salter or a ball, a hurley, the stick, and a helmet with a face shield. The objective of the game is for the players to use the wooden stick called a hurley to hit a small ball between the opponent's goalposts, either over the crossbars for 1 point or under the crossbar, guarded by a goalkeeper similar to soccer for 3 points. So, in order for a person to score, the ball has to move. And you ask how the ball moves. The salter can be caught in the hand and carried for no more than 4 steps. It can be struck in the air or struck on the ground. Sound easy? I don't think so. It gets a little harder than that. If a player wants to carry the ball for more than 4 steps, they have to bounce or balance the ball on an end of a stick. And they can only handle the ball twice while it's in their possession. So now you know how the ball is moved. Where does the contact come into play with this sport? Because that's all we care about. The player has to have at least 1 foot on the ground when they go into a shoulder-to-shoulder charge on the opponent. This only happens and can only happen when the opponent is in possession of the ball, has or is playing with the ball, or when both players are moving in the direction to play the ball. Like rugby, there is no protective padding except for a helmet with a face shield that is required to play. In many parts of Ireland, hurling is a fixture of life. It is featured regularly in art forms such as film, music, and literature. Recently, hurling has been listed in the top 10 sporting events that you have to see live. So it's just under the Olympics, and it's actually above FIFA World Cup and the English Football League. Did you know that hurling was a sport in the Olympics? Can you try to guess what year they were there? Some people wouldn't know, but they actually were there in 1904. This was the only year hurling was in the Olympics. The final game consisted of Chicago versus St. Louis. Although many hurling clubs exist worldwide, only Ireland has a national team, although it includes only players from weaker countries in order to ensure the matches are competitive. This kind of scares me because we wonder how the teams for club teams are made up of when we're playing for Ireland? Are they from the weaker countries, or are they from the stronger countries? But, however, competition at the club level has been going on around the world since the late 19th century, thanks to Ireland, and the strength and popularity of the game has grown in many countries. Nowadays, growth in hurling is noted in Europe, Australia, and North America. So I hope that when we go over to play this wonderful game of hurling and we learn that many of the Irish culture and much of the Irish culture is formed around this game, and it's a fixture of life in their community. So I really hope that when we go over there and we learn how to play and we learn and watch the game, that we also learn the culture behind it. Thank you.